Nice record, yeah.
Settle down.
Please. They don't want to hear you speak, you see. They probably like you to sing again, but, I mean, I know you can talk. And look at you.
This is the filthy rich look.
No, I was going to say, you could easily double for Sir Thomas More in that. Apart from that in the middle there.
The Mercedes-Benz, yeah, I know, well,
Did you make that yourself?
Oh, no, of course not.
Look at it, it's terrific. You've gone into gold, obviously.
Yeah.
You've liquidized all your ashes and gone into gold.
This is all very cheap stuff. I mean, you know, what I try to do is wear things that, you know, my fans can copy, you know. I mean, I just wear junk. What was that?
Tell me about this record. It's a slight change of pace for you, isn't it, from what you've been doing?
Well, yeah, it's a sort of bluesy ballad, you know. It's, I suppose it's a Christmas record, if you like, you know.
You're going for the Christmas chart?
Well, you know, I just hope to have a hit, really. One way or the other.
Well, the last time we chatted and the last time you sang on this show for me, you had a #1, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it'll do it again.
I hope so.
You look very well. You've put on a lot of weight, obviously.
Yeah, I'm what you call an all-round entertainer.
I mean that as a compliment. Because you have gone through your thin days, but you look... Yeah. I mean, is weight a problem with you?
No, you know, as I said before, I'm an all-round entertainer, you know, I love it. Yeah. But I mean, you know, I've actually got a fat skeleton.
Yeah. Yes, that's
the truth.
Yeah, no, that's my excuse as well. I mean, there were stories about you going off to a health club to slim down.
No, I actually went there for my mental health. No, that could get really complicated.
Yes, it is, yeah, no.
No, I just went there for a rest, really, you know, from like all the sort of, you know, because I was working very hard earlier in the year. So I just went off to, it's a great place to go and have a rest, the whole farm, you know, because you can just like, I mean, the sort of idea of being a slob is quite nice, isn't it, for a while?
Oh, God, yes, it's the story of my life. Do you have to watch what you eat a lot?
Not really, it's just that my dad, right, is like, he was an army cook, my dad. So like, when he cooks food, he cooks for like 50 people, even though there's 3 people eating. You know, so it's just, you know, one of those things.
Yeah, but you've always been a big fella anyway. You're a large chap.
I'm a big boy.
Yes,
I got this fabulous,
that struck a nerve.
I got this fabulous badge and it says, the bigger they are, the harder they hit.
Tell me, do you miss the old band at all? Or have you, the solo career, have you settled to that now?
Well, you know, obviously you do get lonely, you know, because, I mean, when you've been in a band for like 4 years, I mean, it doesn't sound very long, but it's like a sort of, you know, weird marriage. And I do miss them, you know, but I still see the rest of Culture Club, despite what you read in the papers. I do see them and I'm very friendly with them, and it's great, you know. And they're all doing their own things now, which is great. But I mean, I'm actually just about to go on a tour of Europe, so, you know, I'm sort of concentrating on my solo thing at the moment.
That'll be one way to lose weight, anyway. Good. We're getting a kind of sneak preview of one of the outfits there.
Yeah, this is my opening outfit.
Very nice. We're on a time. Now, don't go. Will you hang on and stay with us for a while?
Yeah.
Good, because there is somebody I'm sure you want to meet. My final guest tonight was a bit of a, I suppose, a Boy George in his day. Well, he was a bit of a blue mink, anyway. You dangled past me there. But he gave up singing songs to write songs, and with Roger Greenaway, created, after Lennon and McCartney, what's been regarded as the most successful songwriting team in the world. 1,000 songs, 70 hits. He's living in Nashville now. We're glad to welcome him back. Roger Cook. With the old little ukulele in your hand there.
Actually, it means never wash a guitar. That's the truth.
What is that? What's that? A banjolele? A ukulele?
No, this is a ukulele.
Yeah.
I think it's the only one in the world that's got a cutaway. I had it made for me.
Yes, that
makes me feel like a rock star, you know?
Yeah. What's a ukulele sound? Give us a buzz, good old George for me.
Well, it sounds better when it's in tune.
But you're supposed to strum it, aren't you?
Just like that, lad.
Yes. Go on.
Of course, if it's in tune, it sounds wonderful. You got to take my word for it.
I met you with in the old days. Oh, bless us. And I was a boy broadcaster. When you were with Roger Greenaway, and you were a singing duo as well as an enormously successful songwriting duo.
David and Jonathan, yes.
David and Jonathan.
They were good days. They were happy days.
And there were days in which you couldn't seem to go wrong. Everything you wrote was a hit.
Just about, for a while, yeah. Lovely stuff. I love the money.
Don't we all?
The money and the fame is wonderful, yeah.
And then you joined up, you formed a group called Blue Mink.
I didn't form it. I was invited into the band.
With Madeline Bell.
Yes.
And Barry Morgan.
Barry Morgan.
Barry Morgan's our drummer here, you know. We have him, and we keep him on a chain.
Still getting work, Barry.
You're fired. You're fired, Barry. On a chain down in the basement. We throw raw meat to him every so often.
He deserves it.
Yeah. You remember Blue Mink?
Well, actually, I actually did a cover of Melting Pot, which is one of my favourite songs.
I know, which
in
I
the
love,
set
man.
list, yeah.
Listen, I got to tell you a story. You appeared in Nashville, Tennessee. My little girl, Katie, went with her mum. And it got to when you sang, and she started crying. She's like, I'm so proud of my daddy. I was for the bits, I was a star.
But that song was, I mean, you know, because, I mean, as pop songs go, you know, it's very difficult to write a good pop song with a real good meaning, and that song was like such a fierce song.
It was a little ambitious at the time, yeah.
That was great. I actually bumped
mate.
into Madeline Bell a couple of weeks ago, and I was here on the TV singing, was it? Cookability, that's the beauty
That's
of
Madeline Bell,
gas.
is it?
It is, I'm sure it is, yeah.
Yeah, that is Madeline.
Yeah, it is.
We're
Yeah,
members of the gas board with us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Carry on as if undaunted. It was
will.
Melting Pot. of
Melting
course,
Pot,
the
yeah.
song, which was a plea
Would you like to hear a little bit of
for
it?
racial equality. Have you tuned up the audio?
No, not really. God, that's awful. Never mind. Take a pinch. Oh, I'll get it in the right key.
All right, Jeff.
Sorry, Harry.
We got loads of time.
Take a pinch of white man. Wrap it up in black skin.
oh yeah. Then you add a touch of blue blood and a little bitty bit of red Indian boy. It's too high for me.
Come on, Madeline.
Too high for the ukulele.
Yeah.
Melting Pot.
I think we've had enough of that.
Yeah. Were your favourite songs always the most successful, or did you have things that you thought, I wish that had been a hit because I loved it? I mean, had you any real idea what was going to be a hit and what wasn't?
Fun enough, at times you did, and at other times you didn't. I couldn't see the success of I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, not in a million years.
What,
That turned out to be the biggest one, really, in a way.
Well, yeah, and apparently they still sing that in American schools as a kind of, it's this kind of school anthem.
But you know what they do to it in America? This is the honest truth. They sing, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound to save the wretch like me. Once I was... Whatever it was. But they sing the words of Amazing Grace to it. Thanks, mate.
Because you sang numbers of your own songs as David and Jonathan, but in the main, the successes were for other people.
It was for other people,
Did you write them specifically for other people? Would you write for, say, Boy George if he'd been around then?
Oh, you bet your life. I love that new song, by the way.
Thank you.
I think it's a smash.
Thank you.
I think probably everybody here agrees with you, but they're too
Well, what I tend to do is I'll write a song, and then once I've got the song, if it reminds me of somebody in particular, any kind of artist, then I'll sit down and try and demo it that way.
Yeah.
That's what I did with Don Williams with a lot of success in America, you know.
Yeah. But you gave it up, you see. You gave up the performing yourself. Why was that?
It got kind of boring. It really did. I had a family, and I wasn't seeing much of my family. And living out of a suitcase from hotel to hotel, it was clubs in those days, all the, you know, the Wakefield Theatre Club and the Batley Variety Club and that. And it got down. It just got awful. There were 6 of us trying to rush around like one person, you know, and it didn't really work after about 5 years.
Yeah. You couldn't give up performing, could you?
Not
It's your
at all,
life.
no. My whole life is a performance.
All around entertainment.
No, I always say life is one big rehearsal.
Yeah, but when's the show?
I don't know.
It was
I
something
told you I was
said.
psychic.
Discerning music lover. The ghost of old singers here.
Making light of it, yeah.
Yeah, but when you write most of your own stuff as well, don't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Would you ever write for anybody else?
Well, I actually did write a song once for the Beach Boys, Shock Gaspara, but they really freaked me out. They were so mad, sorry, but they all had psychiatrists, and I just found it a bit unnerving. I was like, I thought I might end up like that one day.
Never.
But I mean, I actually worked with them, which was quite it was quite an accolade at the time.
That's
you know?
wonderful, yeah.
But I mean, I'd love to write for other people, you know, but I mean, I never get asked.
Well, I suppose they figure that you're writing your own stuff, and I mean, maybe that was nobody'd ever have written for you when you were teaming up with Greenaway, because
Not really,
they
no.
figured that you could write your own hits.
Exactly, why bother?
Yeah.
I wish they had.
And then you went to Nashville for why?
I went there because I'd had so much success in London, and it's a small circle, a music circle, everybody knows. And people got a little blasé, and I felt, you know, I wasn't really getting through to people anymore. This is about 1975. So So I thought, oh, I need a challenge. I need to go somewhere where I'm going to have to work hard to become, you know, a hit songwriter again. So I went to Nashville, and sure enough, I worked very hard for 2 years. And it paid off, you know. I had about 5 number ones very quickly.
Yeah, but you hadn't written any country music, had you? I mean,
Not up till then. We'd had some country hits because country people had covered our, you know, pop hits.
where did you come from here originally? Bristol, wasn't it?
Bristol, down there, my dear.
Yeah, I know, because your accent's extraordinary. It's a combination of Bristol, and then occasionally there's the old Tennessee twang there that kind of creeps in.
I slipped into saying things like, ta-ta, y'all.
Yeah. How about you in country music? Have you ever been tempted to do a country song, or is it a bit too...
Well, actually, I had an ambition to do a duet with Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
I really, no, don't laugh.
Yeah, don't laugh.
I really wanted to do a duet with her, and actually she phoned me one day while I was in the bath. And, it's a weird story. And she said to me, "How there, boy, if you ever want to know where to get some nice wigs and dresses, you just call me up, son. I'll show you where to get them." She's a pretty fierce lady, you know.
She's terrific, yes.
I know,
I've
I'd love
had
to
the
work
pleasure
with
of
her.
That'd be a
interviewing
great
her.
duet.
I know, it'd be great.
It would work.
I'd have to fill out a bit though, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
If Freddie Mercury can work with Montserrat Caballé, there's absolutely no reason why you can't work with Dolly Parton. But I mean, country songs are a bit kind of macho, aren't they? They're very...
I don't know if they're macho, but they reflect a kind of real life thing. We're more into fantasy in England, you know, with our pop approach to
I
pop.
think it'd be quite macho for me to do Stand By Your Man.
Well, yes.
Or Blanket on the Ground.
Yeah. You look good in a cowboy hat, though, mate.
I've got a
Great.
few.
Big Stetson, yeah.
I was thinking of you more in the Kenny Rogers song. I mean, those are ladies' songs. You can't be singing like Billy Joe Spires and people like that. You
Why
want
not?
to be like
Why
Kenny
ever not,
Rogers.
Terry? Why ever not?
I see you as more butch, singing more butch songs.
Oh, there's optimism then in the world.
Stuff like if he... The song for him will be, if he breaks your heart, I'll break his nose.
Yes, because it's the old motto, you see, the bigger you are, the harder you hit.
They have some great titles. Was that one about, you know, kicking Jesus over the goalpost
Yeah,
of love?
drop kick me Jesus through the goalpost of life, yeah.
What a title.
Kind of cute.
Yeah. Roger, did you need to work again when you went to Nashville? You'd had it made, hadn't you? Why didn't you just find a quiet key?
Well, 2 divorces will make you get up and go out and work again. Divorce in America, let me tell you about it one day. That's a musical.
Yeah. Are you rich enough to retire now?
No, not at all. No.
But you must have made millions.
Yeah, I've got a few bob.
Phew, Bob.
Well, you haven't got enough to retire.
Oh, I wouldn't want to retire anyway, because it's just, I mean, what would I do? You know, breed pigs?
What about the art of songwriting? Do you think, I mean, we can't generalize about things like this, but do you think they're getting better or worse or about the same?
I think they just change styles, that's all.
I think some people are clever at copying other songs, because there's a lot of that in the charts at the moment. You hear things, you think, I've heard that before somewhere. I mean, you get a lot of that at the moment, you know. But I mean, you know, there's some great songwriters. I mean, George Michael's a great songwriter.
Would you like your songs, obviously you would like your songs to be remembered. In all modesty, honesty, do you think your songs will be remembered in years to come, or is our society just going to burn up things like that?
I think the best ones will be remembered.
Yeah, I think so.
I think 20 years down the road, suddenly we'll cut them again, you know, and they'll be remembered.
Yeah. You would like to have another go at Melting Pot, would you?
It's in the wrong key
Golly.
for me.
It is the wrong key. I'm going to do it in another key.
We'll do it in another key. All right. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll say good night. Thank you all for joining us. And our thanks particularly to Boy George and Roger Cook, Charlton Heston, Roy Kinnear, everybody who joined us. Thank you for joining us. Leave us with Melting Pot, if you will.
We'll do this in C this time.
Should be E flat.
E flat. Get away with you. That's technical. Take a pinch of white man.
Oh yeah, wrap him up in bearskin.